Hi everyone, this is Mimi Chapman. I'm a professor here at Carolina and a co-founder of the Coalition for Carolina. This is something new we're trying, video wrap-ups of what we've been paying attention to recently. So let's jump right in. Last November, we drew attention to the Board of Trustees inviting Heather McDonald of the Manhattan Institute to one of their committee meetings. And this month, we highlighted an article in the New York Times that connected McDonald and a number of the board's recent decisions to similar efforts at universities across the country. UNC is not alone in the current attack on higher education, and we may have our own flavor, but many of the choices being made by our governing boards are related to national efforts. You can read more about that on our website. Next, on February 15th, we hosted a webinar which was moderated by former UNC Chancellor and current Editor-in-Chief of Science, Holden Thorpe. That webinar featured Tom Ross and Margaret Spellings discussing the report on the Governor's Commission on Governance of Public Universities in North Carolina, which Ross and Spellings co-chaired. If you haven't watched the webinar or read our summary, check it out. It's a remarkably candid conversation. All three of these leaders reflected on their own experience with political shenanigans when they were in leadership at UNC. They discussed the key recommendations from the Commission and the risks to the university of one-sided political representation on governing boards. Most importantly, they had solutions about how to improve governance in North Carolina. They called for a Center for Higher Education Governance to monitor and improve governance and to provide training to board members. Whether privately or publicly funded, such a center would be a chance for North Carolina to lead, since nothing like this currently exists in the nation today. Finally, I want you to know about our upcoming webinar on March 20th at 10:30 a.m. Roger Perry and I will be interviewing Interim Chancellor Lee Roberts. We'll ask him some questions that have not been covered in previous interviews he's given, and we're looking forward to a fascinating conversation with him, and we hope you'll join us. If you're not already a member of our coalition, please consider joining our efforts. We do all we can to protect Carolina in these perilous times. As Roger always says, hark the sound.